Hey everyone, Kyle Meinke here from MLive&apos. This, as you probably noticed, is not Justin Rogers. Justin is now covering the lines for the Detroit News. Head over there if you want to still see his work. Our good old friend. This is Chris Burke from Sports Illustrated. He's making the rounds right now.
The big shoes to fill.
Yeah, they are. Not attractive shoes if you've seen Justin's shoes, but they are big shoes. But making the rounds, just what's your first impressions of what you saw today from Lions camp?
I think they're a really interesting team. It's hard to get a feel for exactly how good or bad they're going to be because there's so many questions still. But I think especially offensively, with Anquan Bolden out there and the different styles of running backs they have, they could be really, really interesting offensively in the way they spread the field and almost a totally different offense than what they did with Calvin Johnson. So curious to see how it looks once the preseason starts rolling. They get to face some other teams.
Yeah, I was talking to Robert Prince after practice today, the receivers coach, and he was just talking about how sure-handed this receiver core is. With Anquan Bolden, Golden Tate, everyone around here knows just how sure-handed that guy is. And Marvin Jones, I don't think I've seen him drop a pass in camp yet, and he's been a deep threat as well, even going up against Darius Slay. So the receiver core looks very good. The playmakers look very good. My big question mark is the offensive line and whether these guys can actually protect from Matthew Stafford, because that was the biggest, I thought, weakness of this team in previous years. Stafford, after 89 sacks the past 2 years, probably agree with me. And I haven't seen that much improvement. Better the past 2 days maybe, but still I think some problems, particularly on that left tackle spot with Taylor Decker, the rookie.
Yeah, it's still such a young group too that you wonder who's going to be the rock for that unit. Is it going to be Riley Reef? Is it going to be someone Jeff Schwartz stepping in, and if they need him to, like guard or tackle? And also guys that have been here now in at least their second system, maybe sometime even in their third offensive coordinator system. So a work in progress very much, and we've seen, I'm only out here today, but I know you've seen the defensive line has done a pretty good job.
Yeah, so the depth. Line. Yeah, I'm surprised by the depth actually of the defensive line. And again, it's a chicken. What's the phrase? Cart, horse, chicken. There's some kind of phrase there of like what comes first, right? I'm just an idiot. But the defensive line is crushing the offensive line. So is that a matter of the defensive line being that good or the offensive line being that bad? I'm really not sure. Maybe it's a combination of the two, but I think there's a lot to like at this point with the depth of the defensive line, because going to the offseason, that was a huge concern, particularly at tackle, with not a free agent. Tyron Walker was coming off a broken leg and a free agent. There's a lot of turnover there, but they both look really good, particularly Walker, one of the best I think in camp so far. And then the depth is what really surprises me. Stephen Charles has had some very dominating matchups in the middle. Talked to Kyrie Thornton, that guy's lost, get this, 30 pounds since the end of OTAs. And now he's just flying out there. He's a powerful man, as Jim Caldwell likes to say. I like the depth. We're not even talking about Ashawn Robinson, the second-round pick. We're not even talking about Gabe Wright, the fourth-round pick from last year. So I think there's a lot to like there.
Yeah, and the thing is, you're talking mostly about defensive tackles, so you wonder what's going to happen off the edge. Are they going to get enough from Ansah, Devin Taylor, and Gilberry, whoever else ends up out there? And linebacker, I think, too. That was the thing. Levy's still not practicing. And I asked you when I got here, what John Bostic, who's going to be in that starting lineup if Levy can't go, what the plan is at the second team, third team. So that I think is still up in the air. But yeah, up the middle, you would think they should be pretty stout and should be able to get to the quarterback from that tackle spot and maybe even be creative with the types of rotations they use. Maybe we see three defensive tackles out there at times instead of going to defensive ends or rush linebackers. So.
Chris Burke is a very busy man, so we'll get him out of here. But first, got to put you on the spot. Got a win total in mind for this team?
I'll split the difference. I'll say 8-8. I think this division's so tough this year. I think it's just going to be a brutal division. So I think they all beat up on each other. I'm not sure anyone in the North gets above 11 wins. Maybe. I think the Lions are in it till November, December. I just don't know if they have enough this year to get over the top. But still in it.
That's what we got for today. Thanks for checking out MLive. He's Chris Burke from Sports Illustrated. Kyle Meinke, keep it right here.